Right. So today we're going to do Sofia first, WTF Moments, Season 4. We're there, Episode 1, Day of the Sorcerers. We got a lot of sentences to give out because it's an organization or a group of villains. So, with that being said, roll the intro. I was a girl in the village doing alright. I became a princess overnight. Now I gotta figure out how to do it right. So much to learn and see. Up in the castle with my new family. In school that's just for royalty. A whole enchanted world is waiting for me. It's gonna be my time to show them all that I'm Sofia the First. So I know this video is coming out kind of late. I know I promised it at 5. I was busy today. But I will try to get these videos out by 5 p.m. Anyways. But the movie starts off with Sofia and Cedric going to Hexley Hall. Why are they doing that? Didn't Grimtrix try to steal Sofia's amulet? And that wasn't too long ago? So it's called the Conjurers Conference, where several wizards that I guess probably went to that school, come and stuff like that. And they open the gates, and he says, look, all these wizards. And then, when was it? And already in front of us. And, oh, come on, Wormwood, let's go. This bird, I don't like it. I'm going to explain why I gave this sentence to Wormwood and not to Cedric. I'll explain why I did that in the end movie. So anyways, sorry, I'm kind of confused. So anyways, yeah. So they bumped into one wizard. Goes, watch where you're going. And say, oh, you watch where you're going, you grumpy wizard. He is grumpy, man. So this guy, I think he's a bad guy, but I can't charge anything because he's just being a jerk, and being a jerk is not typically a crime. So anyways, they, come on, Jordy, think. My brain's fried. But anyways, so he lets, the big, stone guys open the door. So if he's walking, she sees this statue of Grimtrix, and she says, oh, do you think Grimtrix will be here? And Cedric says, oh, definitely. But don't worry, so he wouldn't go dare grab having all these wizards around. I wouldn't either. So then, Wriggley is spying on Sofia and Cedric. Now, is this a crime? No, it's not a crime because they are literally in Grimtrix's house. If somebody's in your house and you have cameras, yes, you're spying on someone, but it's not illegal. So, having Wriggley spy on people in Grimtrix's school, being that's his house, actually lives there, is not a crime. So, it's creepy, but there's no sentence. I have cameras in my house, yes I do. But like I say, just watching people is creepy. But it's for protection, so that's okay. But moving on from that. So anyways, Sofia was there, and there's this guy. Oh, 1 2 tips, get you 1 tip, dog. This guy, learn spells here. Come on, it's a little bitty dude. He's a short guy, and then June's here. So we're doing helping Wu Chang. And he's floating. That floating spell must not be pretty hard, huh, Wu Chang? Because you're just standing right there. Maybe he's feeling better. Maybe he took some Tramadol before. That's a joke. I don't think they had it back then. I don't know why. Maybe he's just got energy today. I don't know. Maybe he had a hard cup of coffee. What he could have had was like some sweet coconut tea from Texas Tea. The huge one. It's tasty. And gives me energy to do these videos. There's no energy in it, but it feels like the taste gives me energy to do these videos and bring fun, exciting content to y'all. By the way, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to reach, I'm not going to say by the 4th, that's ridiculous, but maybe by at least the 15th of the month, I would love to reach 600 subscribers by the end of the month. Or at least by the 15th, something like that would be great. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome there and hi there. I'm Dre Morris, the YouTuber, who brings fun, exciting content like this to you 4 times a week now at 5 o'clock. Usually. Sometimes it may be a little off, but usually. So anyways, Wu Chang said, some people think, flying kite is child play, but out of the magic, it's everyone's play. It's flying around this dragon thing, and then, Wriggley bumps into Cedric, goes, huh? What's this? A note. Then said, there's a gathering the world's greatest sorcerers. It's the world's greatest sorcerer. And then Wormwood goes, we're wasting time. Alright. So they went off and searched for Cedric, and she saw Cedric and said, "So that's Grimtrix for you." So excuse me, Sofia, you're following this weasel, and of course Mr. Cedric and Wormwood, to a place that you weren't invited to. It's not very protagonisty. I mean, it is a school, everyone can go all around there, so it's not exactly illegal what she's doing. If Sofia starts eavesdropping, she could spend a lot of time in Juvie, and she's already got a sentence for breaking into Morgana's castle. I don't know what she's gonna do here. She even imprisoned Morgana. I wonder when we'll see her again, because I know we see her again. And you know what I was worried about? Baron von Rocha. You know, the last of Baron von Rocha. They haven't. So when do we see this dude again? Do you know who I haven't seen in a long time? Greylock the Grand from Rudestand. We'll see him soon. So anyways, you know, he goes back there and goes, Grimtrix, you invite me here? And said, last time I saw you, you declared yourself no more Mr. Nice Sorcerer. Well, that's still true, so it's twice why you should leave, but somebody as you should hear a plan. As powerful as this. Powerful, you say? Is that Morgana? What is the... Oh, and who's next? That's Baron von Rocha? And Greylock the Grand? I thought Greylock was a good sorcerer. These are all villains. Oh, and the grumpy wizard's there too. And the little dude. And some dude that... He's got an orange beard, but I know he's a sorcerer. So anyways, they're there and, you know... Grimtrix says, how many times have we been asked to perform at birthday parties? He says, oh, more times than I can count, the wizard then says, and how many times has our magic got King out of trouble that he takes the credit for? Then he says, yeah, I'm tired of being overlooked, the tiny wizard, you know. He said that he had a plan to use, you know, to take over all of the kingdoms. And said, oh, how are we going to do that? With these Medusa stones. That, oh, I thought those were just legends. And said that they can use them to take over kingdoms. But how can we be sure these will work? And then the governor said, it can't. That's why I want no part of this. He promised to go ahead for try and do a spell. And he went, Almano momentum. Almano momentum. Almano momentum. And then, Movius Scrivius. It's just, potent indeed. No spell worked. I mean, I'm sure there's a way to undo it, just it's hard, and this is not the way to do it. Not easy. But, I mean, there's still risk the plan will not work. So he said, with these stones, no king, queen, prince, princess, or jester will tell us what to do. Wait, I'm reading it wrong. King, queen, prince, jester? That's correct? How did the gestures tell them what to do? I don't get that. Moving on, anyway. So then, she says, Mr. Cedric, over here. Sofia? Gosh. Sofia, look, honestly, I hope your time in Juvie isn't that hard, because you seem like a sweet girl, but you do some pretty bad things. I hope her sentence doesn't get any higher, because... if she keeps committing crimes like this, they might transfer her to an adult facility. She keeps committing crimes like this. And she's a sweet girl. Why is she eavesdropping on this? I mean, this is a pretty good conversation, but Sofia, you are a princess, not a government official of England. I don't assume that's what she is. I think somebody with, you know, government official, authority, police, or somebody should be the ones listening in on this. Maybe like, oh my God, something bad's happening. Call Constable Miles. I know she's a protagonist, but she had authority to listen to this private conversation. Honestly, I wouldn't want to listen to it, being that these guys are dangerous. Sofia, you've fought all of these guys. Well, okay. She danced with the grumpy wizard. And Mystic Meadows, magic never grows old. And, you know, you say, you know, only the best come here for the rest. This guy must be one of the best. And he's on a bad side. I mean, he's frozen, so I could kill this man. But the little wizard, you saw him. He was doing pretty good magic tricks. I don't know about the orange beard dude, but he's a part of this, so he must be dangerous. All the rest of these guys are. You've seen Greylock lift ships with Cedric's help. You've seen Cedric's magic. I mean, maybe they got it wrong line. You've seen Grimtrix talk to your amulet. You saw Morgana. Your Juvie sentence. Part of that is for trapping Morgana and trapping out your house. Plus Baron von Rocha, who stole Vivian's talent. Why are you listening in on all these villains that you fought before? They were not all villains when she fought them, but these guys are villains now. Some of them are. They all are now. Why? She knows how powerful and dangerous they are. So then, she's telling Cedric, Mr. Cedric, and says, we can't let your interest get away with this. And said, and why do you think you'd be part of such a terrible plan? Oh, I have the foggiest idea. And said, oh, just tell me what, I intend to stall Grimtrix while you go get help. Oh, great. And said, you can't let her repent. I'm not letting her. I've just said so Sofia leave. And said, so you're going to? Yes, probably. Oh, I just don't know. What is there not to know, Cedric? All these years I've yearned for taking every chance. It seems different now. When I was growing up and they all made fun of me, I vowed I would show them just how evil I can be. Oh, this is sad. So I said, now a day has come and the kingdom can be mine. AC Sofia, but why am I so gloomy when I should be feeling fine? So he says, my evil dreams can come true, but I'm not sure I want them to. I agree with him. Here's Wormwood. He's going to get a sentence. I'm going to explain why. The princess may be nice to you, but what about the rest? All those who point and laugh at you must see that you're the best. Now, if Cedric did not go with this crime, Wormwood would just get a 10-year sentence. But listen to this. I've always had so much to prove. I cannot hesitate. It's time for me to make my move and be Cedric the Great. My evil dreams are my friends when I am alone. My evil schemes make me feel like I have a home. My evil dream, nothing's changed. I know just what to do. My evil dreams will come true. Now that I'm sure I want them to. So you see what I'm saying? Wormwood is forcing Cedric into this. Is this a crime? Yes, it is. And I've looked it up. It is your decision, but it's manipulating the decision too. Especially since Cedric didn't want to do the being. So he goes there and he takes the Medusa Stone. All the wizards put their wands together. And then the library Shusher. I'm wondering, why is the Shusher? Wasn't he supposed to be in prison for something? Okay, all of these villains were supposed to be in prison for something. And he's the Shusher. I said, Merlin, Wu Chang, Mr. Mershock, what are you doing there? The library, okay, they didn't say Mr. Mershock's name, but he's in there. I said, what's happening? The library Shusher let us here and trapped us in here. So we get out by getting the Shusher, So making noise, and remember, it's a hand and a mouth, ghostly, so it's, when you go, shh. Is it louder? And it goes, shh, pong. Oh, the Shusher, you're looking messed up, man. Oh, I hope they got a doctor to fix that, because he looks. They have an infirmary in the prison, because that's a false imprisonment charge, right there. So I'm gonna mention the charges as we go on. Not the times; they'll be down in the description below. Woo! Hey, another comment down below. I haven't done this in a long time. Let's see. Woo! So anyways, they get out, and Sofia was saying that hurry because Grimtrix is giving Medusa stones to all the evil sorcerers. Like I said, while you watching, you know they're evil. But Merlin said, no need to panic. He said, just remove the Medusa stone from the one any spell cast with him will be broken. This counts as a good person, or a cop, I should say, removing a weapon from a criminal. So it's not theft. And Sofia makes it right by giving back Cedric's wand. Okay. Roland took it, but he is an authority figure, so I'm not going to let it slide this one. Man, Roland's had nothing wrong with him, and his daughters are terrible, man. Roland, you got to pick better girls or spank them once in a while, because Amber does bad stuff. I mean, she has in the past. She'll do it in future episodes. Sofia, dang, I mean, sure, what I said earlier about the sentence, dang. So, they seem to go off, maybe Mr. Cedric wasn't able to stall them. I hope he's okay. And says, have fun taking your chances, Cedric. And said, don't you mean King Cedric? And said, Mr. Cedric. And said, that's not what it looks like. And Wormwood said, it's exactly what it looks like. He's taking over your kingdom. So Wormwood said, he's taking over your kingdom. And said, no, Sofia can explain. Or you can about all the times you try to steal her amulet, take over your kingdom. Many of the time you actually did take it and couldn't control it. And says, by the way, the moment you're at the castle, by the way. And says, Wormwood, stop. Yes, Sofia, everything you say is true. This is for your friend. Well, you thought wrong. Cedric, I said she's sweet. This gonna break her heart, man. After the ruby heart she gave him. And like I said, I don't think this is Cedric's fault. This is Wormwood's, even though it's his decision. Because it's being forced. It's not how I feel. Let me tell you. Do you feel like Cedric was forced to do this? No?
No.
Well, she's about to be very wrong. I'll tell you that. So anyways, he's there and he freezes the coachman. Not looking good for him and Wormwood. I'm just going to say that right away. So he takes off with the coach, and Sofia grabs the broom and says, can I take this? And it's a free sample. Taken. Thank you. She looks cool on that broom, especially with this Sorcerer's Apprentice outfit deal. So then he gets there. No one's concerned if Cedric's flying it, but okay. And Bailey says, oh, Cedric, how's the cargo conference? Great. Now take my clothes. He puts all the screws, stop him. And Wormwood said, oh, this is going to be too easy. It is. So they go into the castle, and Roland and Miranda are signing some, I guess, royal legalized document or something. It says, I wouldn't get too confused around are you? And so, well, Ashley said, not as comfortable as you think. Why is that? Emperor Cusco's got the comfiest throne ever. They said, oh, that's not what I meant. He looked at the new king, chance if I was a joke. He goes, there you go, heads up, freeze, hold that pose, stay put. He froze the royal family and 2 guards. Sofia said he really did it. He turned the horses dark, put them in front of the glass window like ornaments, and they grabbed Sophia's throne, turned this dark, evil throne, and he says, your throne waits you, your majesty. Sofia said, please, Mr. Cedric, I know you don't want to do this. And he says, this is all I want. And he says, zap her, come on. I know Cedric is a good guy. In his heart, he can't free Sofia. And she took the wand, removed the Medusa stone, and the guards grabbed Cedric and said, I never thought you were killing something this. And he got free from the guards and said, exactly. You never thought I was capable of anything. And said, all you saw was mistakes I made. And you made a lot of mistakes. So did you. And so did my sister. But both of you can never do any wrong in parents' eyes. I just want people to see I'm a great man. Well, maybe you should have thought of doing something great. He said, guards take him away. They somehow caught Wormwood, but he flew away, but I don't know how. So anyways, Sophia's saying that it's wrong because he was aiming the wand at Sofia and he didn't zap her. And Miranda said, Sofia, I know you want to see a best in everyone, but sometimes there is just no best to see. Okay, I listened to this before on Disney Plus, and I've also listened to it now. For some reason on Disney Plus, it's the good in everyone, which I think is a better way to put it. But that's how it's on Wake Up Fun. Didn't have time for Disney Plus today, so I don't know. But anyways, moving on from that, searching the dungeon, and Sofia goes to visit him. Isn't she not? Why is the guard sleeping there? Okay, wait, get out. And then she said, hello, Mr. Cedric. And he said, you lied for me, you tried to steal from me, the worst thing you did? He said, I know, take over the kingdom. And said, no, the worst thing you did was say we weren't friends. Said, you hated me, helped me save Royal Prep, you even beat Princess Ivy. Okay, so you're getting technically save Royal Prep, that was you, Sofia, and he doesn't remember Princess Ivy, but I get the point. Maybe she told him about Princess Ivy. I mean, sounds kind of far-fetched, a princess that can make butterflies and dragonflies appear and cause Alzheimer's and make stuff turn black and white. Okay, moving on from that. But anyways, they say there's a wizard in the castle, and this is where it comes. He's looking in his crystal, leafy looking. It's a green crystal, but it turns blue. He's looking and said, "Ooh, Greylock has Rudistan, and Von Rocha has Zumaria." And I was just no surprise there. Come along, Wriggley. So Wriggley's with him, and Sofia's there and said it must be Grimtrix. And Wormwood said, Grimtrix will get us out of here. No, Wormwood will get ourselves out. He breaks the bird cage. And Wormwood says she borrows to get the keys. He said, there's other guys in the center calling the bird. Wait, yeah. Sorry, my whistle's done. Let me try again. That's the best whistle I can do right now. But they're like come on, everybody, you're trying to get the keys. These guys are gonna rot there. I don't know what their crime is, or they're gonna be transferred to their prison outside the kingdom. I have no clue. But anyways, they finally, he and tries to blast Sofia. She has sealed, and says, Cedric, blast the prince, be king. Mr. No. He smiles and turns around and goes, the zap's on you, Grimtrix. And Wriggley, and he said, a break spell, Grimtrix shall freeze too. And he said, guards, seize that sorcerer. It's not mere Cedric, he saved us. And Wrigley's running away. That's the vain arrest charge, and grabs her and takes them both to the dungeon. So, Sofia's there with Cedric. I guess the other wizards got arrested, I'm sure, because we see Vivian and Magnus in future episodes. And yes, I am counting that per kingdom that they are trying to take over that we've only seen. I mean, I'm sure Morgan can beat Morgana with his Dragon Claw wand again. I wonder how she got out of that mirror. That's cool. I didn't know Von Rocha was a sorcerer. I guess that's like the first talent? I don't know. But anyways, they were saying that, how can they trust Cedric again? Sophia said, well, after we am to the castle, Amber's and things that weren't nice. And she's like, everyone's like, well, what did she just say? Yeah, him and Amber are going to have some words about this after this is through. So anyways, said, but she's the best she has for us. Oh, Sophia, I think we should give Mr. Cedric another chance. And Miranda agreed from, growing up and, he give you some encouragement. And Roland said that, in the Shadow of Famous Father is no easy thing. So he said, I'll reinstate you as Royal Sorcerer only if you remember that if it wasn't for Sofia, you'd be on the next carriage out of the kingdom. He said, I will forever be in her death and yours. So see, this one time now, Cedric is bowing for forgiveness. So is Wormwood. But I think being that, even James said, now if you're one back, you show first, and goes, James, of course, but I can't do that, my trusty apprentice. So that's the end of the episode. But the thing is, I think Cedric, seeing what he does earlier, I think he's pardoned for this. But Wormwood, yes, I know he was begging for mercy, but he teamed up with Vor. If you team up with a criminal on your own free will, so even though Cedric is not punished for his crimes, Wormwood would be, plus the 10 years for the crime, plus all the sorcerers, because they had a genocide, I think would be the correct word. They were trying to take over the world, for that matter. The Order of the Wand. So it's each individual. I'm not counting as one. That'll be in the description down below. And that's it for us. So YouTube moments. Please don't forget to, use this search rotation. Don't forget to use code ASMA. You should check out his Pokemon. But until next time, then I'm Jordan Morris, and we don't talk about Bruno. No. We don't talk about Bruno. Bye, and I'll see you in the next video on Thursday. Oh, real quick thing. June is where I check the 4th. The 4th of July will be on Friday. And yes, I am currently trying to finish Liberty Kids. I'll let y'all know on the 4th if I did that. I'm probably going to watch that first, since it's just one episode. But I gotta get back to watching these. So bye, I'll see you next video.